So here we have the price of silver. Now, Valerie, would you be so kind? We can. Well, you still can't see it. This is. I can't even read the year. Oh, this is 15 here. These are years along here. You can see the price of silver spiked recently to $45. It's down around $16 down in here right now. This is kind of how silver can spike, and silver can spike today to well over $100 an ounce. Let's talk about the just for a minute what's called the gold-silver ratio. Remember, we talked about how that it was originally set at about 15 to 1. But you can see that the gold-silver ratio has fallen down here to as low as 20. It's gone up to 100. So this is, when it's up this high, that means silver is really low in value. And so right now, we can see the ratio is up here around 75, right in this area right now. It's right about in here. It's at about 75. So you can see that right now silver is underpriced compared to gold, and we can expect it to come down into another area that is much more reasonable. Here it is. The core idea, this is from an article from Bullion Wallet. The core idea is that the long history of gold and silver as monetary metals still lingers, and their prices still track each other very closely today. So first up, the drop in both precious metals is overdone. These people think, but the gold-silver ratio is really out of whack, because as both metals have sunk in price, silver has fallen too fast, sending the relative value of gold to 5-year highs near 75 ounces of silver per 1 ounce of gold. So it's 75 to 1. Trouble is that normal level of 60 is an average of only the last 20 years. Longer-term averages in the gold-silver ratio are lower, much lower. So either silver is deeply undervalued against gold today, or the underlying trend in the gold-silver ratio points higher because the world is choosing to price gold more highly over time. It says here that physically the Earth's crust contains just 20 times as much silver as gold, and global mine output last year was at a ratio of 8 to 1. That is, 8 times more silver was produced than gold. So you can see the ratios there. Ratios are important as this goes on, and it says, the young United States ran a bimetallic standard of 15.5 to 1, but after the gold standard went global and pushed silver out of the world's monetary system, the heavier metals' relative value rose again in the early 20th century, peaking around 100 during the Great Depression. You can see that little history, a little background of why this is happening, what's happening in these areas.